Pump? Is that how
No. This right here is the turbo inside the LTQ. All three of those. It's triple ported.
There's two turbos in LTQ.
That's these guys right here. This one's inside the box itself, in the front box. So that turbo's sitting right here.
And do we have to change the seal on that guy?
No, that one's permanently greased.
Okay.
Okay, he's maintenanceless. This 40 liters per second is the combination of these two guys right here.
Because they're going the same line.
Okay. And then these two are the two we see. And they're not the same pump. Okay, they both pump 210 liters, but it's the way they're configured.
So that's
your two pumps come all the way to the back, all the way out to the front, go via this angle into the LTQ.
They couldn't quite make it all the
because they got to be able to move this line back and forth. Okay. And the little dude, he comes right up and he backs your first turbo.
Where is that in the diagram?
Okay.
Back and these two, I don't know.
So the turbo pump pumps a pressure differential of about 3 orders of magnitude. Okay. So he can't, for him to go 10 to the negative 5, he can't go to atmosphere, he's got to go to like 10 to the negative 2. That's called backing. So this guy pumps the gas out to here, and then this gas is pumped by that little tiny pump out to the room. So that's backing. If you notice, this turbo is backed by the front turbo. And then the front turbo is backed by that little tiny pump on the bottom. Okay? Backing a turbo only requires a small pump. Okay? The machine in the front, his turbo is backed by the two on the floor, plus the two on the floor pump the inlet on the source, the big hole. Okay?
So even LTQ without the FT
would have these two big ones. The LTQ, the FT only has the little tiny pump, plus the two turbos. Okay. Our thing is, we wouldn't really need a bake out if we could put the turbo. We'd love to have the turbo right here, but we need the bake out to pump the whole region. Okay. The only other pumping stuff you have is right in here. You have two IR lamps. Okay. We doubt.
For desolvation, or
no, to bake out, to help bake out the inside of the. The heating coil really only bakes out the tube. The IR lamps.
Engage the timer on the heating coil. It also triggers the
IR lamps.
Isn't there a plug for those somewhere?
The IR lamps. I think it comes through the. Yeah. I'm sure they're never going to burn out, or at least according to the manufacturer. And to be quite truthful, I'm not sure how you would know they burned out either. Except that maybe your bake out wouldn't. And you might just, and if it does, we just figure just bake out for 24-hour period instead of 15. Okay. Now, the only thing with the doors is make sure you don't crimp the exhaust. These are just fan exhausts. Okay. So when you close the doors, just make sure that that stuff compacts and doesn't bend or crimp.
Yeah, what's this thing? This is the lamp. This is supposed to get plugged in.
Is this your oh, yours aren't. Oh, you might have an earlier model. Yeah, you probably need to plug your lamps. Is there anything in the manual about your lamps? I don't think that was mentioned in our manual at all.
Yeah, I remember we plugged both of those things in when we...
See, that makes... See, in the 1.1, they ran it through the housing. Yeah, see, the IR lamps was a later addition than the book. You can just plug them right in. Just plug them into the... Just make sure you unplug them when you're... Is that one labeled anything? No, it's not.
Jim told me to plug it in when I do this.
What?
Jim told me to plug it in when you take that.
I'm pretty sure that's your IR lamps. I think that's pretty much what you need to know. That's it.
Have you had any computer board failures in any of that case?
No.
Really?
No.
Pretty unusual.
There's only, it's a basic AT board. Okay. There's two extra boards. There's the analog board, which converts your excite current into a digital signal, and your detect current into a digital signal, and it converts the digital signal to a voltage for your excite. There's also a digital board which does the Fourier transforms. It's just all it is a real high power math coprocessor. Okay. So when we're done with the bake, IR lamp comes off. Take the jacket off. Feed through.
Yep.
Make sure this, if you need to, I don't know what your clearance is. I didn't watch when you came out.
Yeah.
But if your plate clearance is a little off, just carefully bend it. So I always say you have to have 5 people to move it back. You have to have one in the back, one here to feed the, one on each side. Don't let it slam shut. Okay. The one on this side can pop the trip, and then the one on the front controls and locks. Okay. What you might have to do is you just got to be careful of this edge to make sure your pumps, you still have almost a 1/2 inch on the far side. Okay. If you guys have questions, anything you didn't understand we did or didn't know why we did it,